Fundis. I was a priest, and I learned all the rites of passages of, of spiritual life and of Vedic culture. So when I was 18, or let's say 19, I moved to the temple. I was a celibate monk for 3 years, and the temple, or the institution which I practiced my spiritual life and my spiritual studies, is called ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So a bit about that. When I was staying at the temple, I always had, or before that, I'm also a qualified personal trainer and a yoga teacher. So I took those qualifications when I went into the temple. So when I was there, I was very much already a health conscious person by already being a personal trainer and a retired bodybuilder. I used to prepare my own meals. I used to make sure like the whole week I would have my whole meals prepped. So that's what got me into cooking. So another thing I would just like to touch on, guys, before I speak on that, cooking, it's a skill, all right? And as well, cooking is not a gender role, right? It's a skill. So the man and the woman, it's good for them to take turns in cooking. But to the G's, we all know that, men are the best cooks. So coming back to that, when I was in the temple, how I learned how to cook was by watching the mothers who used to come and render their services, used to come cook. There was a restaurant at the temple premises, so they used to come and cook. And I used to just be there helping them. I used to just be looking and watching and just asking questions, making myself like the fool. But in the meantime, when I left, I took all that knowledge and I started my business. So I'd like to show you guys one of my best videos that I created, which will give you a bit of background about me.
Being a naturally thoughtful and quiet person growing up, I had a connection with spiritual matters. I'm extremely grateful for learning how to not just be spiritually inclined, but to eat spiritual food that not only nourishes you, but ultimately keeps you spiritualized. Eating food that is spiritual and of a high vibration continuously will change the way you feel, think, speak, and act. See it as fortifying the defenses, making you impenetrable, equipoised, and undisturbed from the innumerable agitators in this world.
So yes, that's why I started Risa. So I learned all these techniques of how to create spiritual food. Me being a naturally spiritual person, how you maintain your level of spirituality and your level of energy is the food you ingest. It has to be of a high vibration. So similarly, that's why I specialize in pure vegan cuisine. I'm a vegan chef. I specialize in that, that's my niche market. But as well, with the business, I saw that I'm coming in with a holistic approach. So I said, okay, let me incorporate my personal training knowledge, let me incorporate my yoga teaching, and now I want to create it into it's not just food, it's a holistic business centered around health and healthy living. So with those three mentioned, being a chef, personal trainer, and yoga teacher, I said that's not enough. Maybe I need one more thing to add in there. So this is the work I do outside of my business, and I work with Victor. I'm working with the Pan-African Comics, and I'm the voice-over artist for all our work. So I'm the voice of PSC, and Mpo St. Plaikis is our face. I got the, Yeah. So I'd like to show you guys a few more videos. Let's check out our yoga promo.
Namaste. There are limitless benefits from practicing yoga, but to just mention a few, the practitioner experiences a profound sense of inner peace and happiness, clarity in one's mind, which protects your mental health, improved blood circulation, and most importantly, enhancing your mood and prolonging your energy.
Sure.
So, before we go on, I would like to know, I want to be giving a cooking demonstration. I want to be sharing with you guys a quick recipe of how to prepare some vegan food. And the skills I can guarantee you that you're going to learn from here is so versatile that you can apply it in every dish or in every recipe you know in your daily life. So I would like to ask for 2 lucky participants to please come and learn how to cook. Preferably a guy and a girl, because you know we want to keep that. Yeah. Okay, we got 1 guy here. We need 1 lady.
No, you're not taking pictures.
We need 1 lady. Who's the lady that's gonna join? Who's gonna cook?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, you guys can keep your seats. This is one last video I want to show you before we go out. And you can play personal chef.
Which one? 2 and 3.
Yeah, play the first one, yeah, that one.
Greetings, lovely people. It is Chef Bhima here, and I am offering my personal chef services for you and your family for any function or event, whatever occasion it may be. You can rely on Chef Bhima to cook you a fantastic feast.
So yes, I cooked at Victor's house. He requested my services.
Oh, we can take advantage.
That's why we saw
Yes.
Hey, Jacques.
This is my best dish I created. So I work also with people overseas. I get most of my yoga clients from overseas. Unfortunately, you know, in South Africa, you know, I'm not there, you know, I'm not known, but overseas, they love me and they want me. Yeah. So this is a dish I created with my student in our cooking classes. I also give cooking classes, I teach how to cook. So this was the dish we created.
Hey, Jacques. Vegan à la sauce verte, which means vegan scallops and green sauce. My first French dish, cooked alongside my dedicated student, Ben Padmo, who created this masterpiece. The dish and recipe was inspired by a cooking class taken for learning how to cook something with ingredients on hand. In this case, the student who has ingredients sitting in fridge and not knowing what to cook for her family gets guided through every step of the cooking process. The end result being producing a delectably exquisite dish from minimal ingredients and executing multiple cooking techniques with confidence and comfort. If you would like to sign up for my cooking classes / cooking course, please send us a message.
Awesome. So who wants to cook?
And I'm eating
Yeah,
also.
you can kind of. So let's go outside with our lady and our gent ready to cook.